A former Louisiana House Speaker, we're talking about leader, allegedly stole a rare state artifact. He has now been indicted. Put him up full mask. Former Louisiana House Speaker Clay Schexnayder, a Republican, served as a state representative of Louisiana, 2012 to 2024, long stint. He has now been indicted for allegedly what? Stealing a state artifact. This is insane, right? So we have the details. A grand jury on Wednesday indicted the former House Speaker, Clay Schexnayder, for felony theft, for malfeasance in office, for allegedly stealing a rare artifact that had gone missing from the state capitol. Now remember, they work at the state capitol. So the former lawmaker and House Speaker allegedly stole an ancient cypress board worth more than $25,000. The 20-foot board cut from a cypress tree that was 1,284 years old had been on display in the Louisiana State Capitol building for decades. The felony theft can carry a sentence of up to 20 years in prison or a $50,000 fine. So one of the local papers reported in September that the former House Speaker had taken the board from the Capitol more than a decade ago to display in his legislative office in Gonzales, Louisiana. Can I just pause? He stole it 10 years prior. Why? Well, because obviously if he's the speaker, he believes he owns the place, literally. So he takes this rare artifact. He doesn't steal it and act like he didn't steal it. He steals it and tells the world, I done stole it. Puts it in public display. The former House Speaker did not respond to text and phone messages from the Associated Press seeking comment on his indictment. He previously told the advocate that he had received permission to take the board, an account which other state officials rejected. Quote, you don't get to keep state property. It doesn't belong to you, Louisiana Attorney General Liz Muriel said in a statement. A spokesperson for office said the board still has not been recovered. The board still has not been recovered. Jordan, put the board back up again. The cypress, he done sold that. He sold it. Have y'all checked Amazon, eBay? Okay. He's a Republican, served as a state representative for a stretch of Southeast Louisiana from 2012 to 2024 before being term limited. From 2020 to 2024, he served as a House Speaker. 2023, he ran for Secretary of State, lost in the primary. I'm assuming that before the indictment came, he received a phone call, a letter, a text message from somebody that said, hey man, listen, just return it. And we know you got it. You've had it for a while. Can you just give it back to us? And maybe he used the defense. Well, somebody told me I could take it. He said he had permission, but he doesn't say exactly how that permission works, okay? And it doesn't look like he's provided information on the record for the permission that he received. Jamie, so here's how it goes. If you're a government employee, you can give permission to another government employee to steal government property. That's according to his defense.
As a government employee, I'm looking around my house in here, making sure I'm careful before I say anything. It struck me as super brazen as you were describing the story until you said it happened 10 years ago. as soon as you said that, I'm like, you know what? Obviously, you don't want this damn boy that bad anyway. If it went 10 years unnoticed, let the man keep this old chunk of wood. Um, you know, but seriously, although I'm partly serious on that, they're hypocrites. You know, because if you were to ask him who is committing the crimes in his state more often than not, he's probably going to point to somebody that looked like you and me, and say that we're the ones stealing. You can't trust. And while he didn't stole $100,000 chunk of wood, I didn't really get a good image of it. I don't know what made that so expensive, other than the fact that it was old, but whatever. And so, hypocrite, you are a criminal. In my state of Alabama, in the same year, all three leaders of all three branches of government were in jail. So we had our Chief Justice of the Supreme Court was incarcerated, the governor got arrested, and the Speaker of the House of Representatives were all in jail. All of them hypocrites. All of them, got elected on being tough on crime and common sense legislation and throwing the book at people. And yet, you all the people that are stealing from us every single day. You're writing rules and breaking the laws that you set more often than not. And I think, but for the fact that this man got away for 10 years, or I'm inclined to be like, I don't know what the statute of limitation is on this level of felony. Probably extensive, but you ain't look for that board that hard. Let the man go. Let the man be. I don't know if he's still in elected office or not. His constituents probably picked him out because he was the most likely to steal stuff.
I have to imagine once again that they gave him an opportunity to return it, because in order to prove theft, you have to prove that it was malicious, that you did it intentionally, that you knew you were stealing. So at some point between him taking it or having permission to take it, he was told to bring it back, and you do not have the right to have it. That has to be established prior to the indictment. So we'll bring you up these as they come.